Hello everyone, it's Regina Weston and I'm doing what? I am bringing you the heat. Today I will present to you a brief documentary titled We the People, and I'll be reading to you one of my original poems titled Really. Confused are you for asking? Are they really the hope and the dream of the slave? History equals present day, treating all blacks of different shades the same way? Really? Youth's hearts are heavy, cries of pain, injustice unheard, dirt being thrown on countless graves. Today I ask you to remember their names. Please, just remember their names. They have families too, boys and girls, men and women, just like you. They are loved and they are cherished and grieved when taken away way too soon. Will reality set in if our shoes were made to fit you? Come to our house. Let your sons and your daughters wear our shoes just for a day or two. Just for a day or two. Then maybe you'll feel something towards the boys and the girls, the men and the women, whose lives at this moment means nothing to you. Patronized by racist statues being taken down like you doing something big. Your sins uncovered, being fired is the price for a black life. Really? Discarded like trash is looked upon like a badge of honor. Did you see how I choked him out? Did you see how I put her down? Oppressors roam the streets, free, privilege. Let's speak of your liberties. Really? Now you mad. Your face is plastered on the news. A slight inconvenience, but you're still alive. And I'm still unable to breathe. In a chokehold or a metal dagger piercing my side where life once resided. Leaving mourners behind caskets asking questions, why? We just want to know why. Fake news, fake justice. This means nothing to me until I see you locked in chains for all eternity. That's an eye for an eye. I will pay back to you. It is time for this nightmare to end, for our youth of today, and our hope for the future to come. Don't get weary, youth, moms and dad. Change is around the corner. Why? Because we're not going to back down. We are not backing down. Standing up like soldiers on the ground. They keep trying to put us under. We are not backing down. Change is around the corner. Change is around the corner. What is your name?
My name is Cameron.
How old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
How do you feel about being a black man in America?
I feel like sometimes we live in fear because just our skin tone, our skin color, and we have a fear of cops.
How has this affected you mentally?
It's made me more cautious, to be more cautious.
What would you like the future to look like?
I hope in the future it could only get better and stop police brutality because it's not right.
What are your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations for the future?
I have a goal of making it to the NBA and being a top prospect.
What are some of the things that you're doing right now to get to that point?
I work out every day. It's the smallest things that's gonna matter in the big times. And yeah, that's what I try to get better each and every day.
What advice do you have for young people that feel scared for the future, but they want a future?
Keep God in your life, and anything is possible.
What is your name?
Margaret Smith.
How do you feel about what's going on in America today?
Well, I feel sad about what's going on, and not so much as sad, I feel appalled about what's going on because we are better than what we are exposed to.
What would you like to see happen in the future?
I would love to see family, all peoples coming together in the spirit of love and unity, which can be if we put our hearts and minds to it.
What are your dreams and aspirations for the future?
My dreams and aspirations for the future is to be all that I can be and be what God has called me to be, and to help someone that needs to be helped.
How do you intend to move forward from here?
Well, I am going to do all that I know what's right to do, and show love and concern, for others.
What is your name?
My name is Renata.
How do you feel about being a black female in today's society?
Well, it's one of those things where, you grow up and you're taught that we're all equal and all that, and then you get out in this world and you really realize that you're not. So it's challenging at times, but we're strong. So regardless of everything, we get through.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have children.
Do you fear for them?
I fear for them every day. I mean, we can't protect them once we go outside. They go outside our doors. So at the end of the day, all we can do is pray and make sure that God covers them, because, once they're in our hands, there's nothing we can do.
What would you like to happen in the future?
Well, in today's society, there's a lot of things changing, circling around the Black Lives Matter. So I'm praying that we have laws that change that, improve the inequality that's in America, and that my kids can grow up and live in a better world than the world that we currently live in. And their kids, my grandkids, can live in a world where they honestly are free and honestly are treated equally.
What are your dreams and aspirations for yourself?
For myself, and at this stage of my life, my dreams are to be a good wife, to be a good mother, to serve what my purpose is that God put me on this earth to do. I mean, I'm still trying to figure that out, and I just pray that I can be an inspiration to my kids and my grandkids, and I leave something for them, my legacy.
What is your name?
Hello, my name is Regina Weston.
How do you feel about what's going on in America today?
Well, in our current climate, my feelings are pretty much saddened. I'm saddened at what I'm seeing in and around our world. I'm saddened at what is happening to a certain group of people. I'm saddened at the response of leadership and how things are being handled. Just saddened.
What would you like to see happen in the future?
Well, I think of what comes to mind is a scripture found in St. John, the 17th chapter, and I believe around the 22nd, 23rd verse. It was like the final prayer that Jesus prayed to God the Father. And his prayer was simply this, Father, make them one as we are one. That was his hope. That was his desire. And it is also mine. Father, make us one. Help us when we see other people of other races, other nationalities, other genders, that we will still yet love and respect them, despite of their color, despite of their gender, despite of who they are, but just loving them as human and just respecting them with much dignity.
Do you have children?
I do.
How do you feel about their safety in this world?
Well, I'm the mother of a 22-year-old male child, and I'm the grandmother of a 2-year-old male child. And currently, I have to admit, at the beginning, there was some fear there, especially not knowing if at any time, my son can get pulled over for no reason and be the victim of what I see happening on the news every day. But what brings me peace is that, I trust in God. I trust that God will just continue, to keep and cover him. So I also not only just pray that for my son, so I'm not selfish about it, but I also pray that for our brothers and sisters in around the world today.
Could you give our youth a word of hope?
Sure. I would definitely say, just love yourself, be respectful, not only to yourself, but to others. I understand what we are seeing in and throughout our community. Definitely be a voice. And if you're going to be a voice, be a positive voice. I know many young people do have social media platforms. Use your platforms as a positive outlet. So if you choose to take the protesting route or however you choose to make your voice heard in this time, just make sure that it is in a positive sense and that it is making a change and that it is making a positive difference in our world.
Another poem by Regina Weston. In conclusion, titled We Are Not Satisfied. People of all shades of color, stop rejoicing because they are changing races, symbols, and statues. These things are not taking lives. They are patronizing us. That's not what's killing us. Please, black people, we are still being hung up, strung to trees, life seeping from their bodies, unable to breathe. As their killers cheer on, cops are still taking innocent lives, not being held accountable for their deeds. We should get excited when the punishment fits the crime. Civilians are still taking lives and being told by law enforcement their crimes are justified. Get excited when the laws are changed in our favor and blacks are on the front line. Get excited when we no longer need Kleenex to dry our weary eyes. Until then, continue to march. The struggles are real. Black lives does matter, so stand unified.